Hello and welcome. This is Transport Fever2 and this is our project MegaCity. So I have done a few things off camera just because I thought they wouldn't be that interesting to show, but they were really necessary. First of all, I built this motorway here that will connect Ulster with West Ham and Bromley. The reason being that there was actually no real road connection between any of these. So this gives people an alternative, so to say, if they don't want to take the train or, don't want to take public transport. As you can expect, as you probably would expect, it's quite busy because we're connecting some pretty big cities with one another. Also, this is just temporarily. I think in the long run, this motorway will bypass the city of Bromley and then we'll have an entrance somewhere here and then we'll carry it on along the map down here. And this brings us to Warwick, and Warwick is where we're gonna start building today. Warwick is completely untouched by us so far. As you can probably imagine, traffic is a complete nightmare. It's a big city with not a single bit of public transport. So the first thing we need to do is we need to build a kind of a big railway station, because it's the other side of the map and all the railway lines that are going to be running across the map are going to terminate here. My initial plan was to put a railway station here and have all the tracks run here, but we did this in Ulster and it caused a lot of problems because it basically cut the city in two and there was only one bridge across the tracks and that bridge is completely overwhelmed. So I think we should learn from our mistakes, and what we do instead is we're going to build the large railway station here. We're going to have a big transport hub. And then we have the opportunity to have railway lines run this way and out this way. And then we use public transport to integrate the railway station here into the city. I mean, maybe we're going to have one S-Bahn line doing like a tight turn here with a station here. And then maybe run through the city, maybe another station here in between those two parts. And then out, and then maybe terminating here in Market Raisin or something like that. So we have at least one railway line running here. But if we do that, it's going to be either elevated or it's going to be underground. I don't want to cut the city in half again. So that's the plan for today. So brand new start on a brand new city, so to speak. Unlike in the other episodes, we're going to do this differently. I'm just going to start building, and then when I see that, when I think I have enough progress to show you, I'll just show you what I've done. So no time lapse today. I think this is going to be more productive and a quicker way, to have a bit more progress than if we do it the old way, so to speak. Okay, so let's get started. Alrighty, so we have here our new main station. I elected to go for 6 tracks, and hopefully that should be enough. And in front of it we have this big transport hub. I separated the trams from the buses because usually there's always a bit of a backlog. This here could of course always be a bit of a bottleneck. I think I'm just going to remove all the traffic lights here, and hopefully if we plan this properly, with all the different bus lines, it should in theory work out. So this is what we have here, and then the first S-Bahn line comes out here, runs across here, and then through the city. 4 tracks. So we have these ones here for stopping trains and the fast trains on the outer side, and it's gonna carry on later on to this city here, which still doesn't have a name. And that's gonna be our first railway line. So as mentioned before, we wanted the city to be, not cut in half, which is why everything is elevated here. So we have that all here nicely, and hopefully, people will use this stuff. So I placed the S-Bahn stations in a way that they can always be connected to these tram tracks and bus lanes so that we have them fully integrated. So if somebody, I don't know, arrives here by train and they want to get to over here, I guess the easiest would be to just jump on a train, go here, and then take a tram or a bus to, the locality where they need to be. So that's the idea for now. I think what we'll do to get this city up and running, we'll concentrate on the local traffic first. So we put down a network of trams and buses here. Make sure they all, or almost all of them, end up here as like a hub. Maybe, I don't know if there's a bus here, maybe it feeds into one of these, but it doesn't have to come all the way down here. We'll see how we're going to do this. And then maybe we'll build our railway line here to this city, which still doesn't have a name. And then we have our first railway line connecting two places. And people can also use it, of course, to jump, within the city. I mean, there's nothing that says you can't jump on a train here and get off here. It might be much quicker than taking a bus all the way around. So that's the idea for now. Like you said, you've probably seen, there's a lot of capacity here for bus lanes and tram lines. Bus lines and tram lines. So I'm not sure if we're gonna use all of them, but anyway, if we need them, they're there. This station comes with a road that goes to the other side. I'm not sure if we want to build something here as well. Maybe I'll just leave that up to the game itself. So for the time being, this is what we have. Our main railway station with an S-Bahn line running here across the city. Had to rip out a lot of stuff, had to rebuild a lot of roads. They were quite messy, some of them causing a lot of traffic jams. I mean, the traffic is not going to get any better until we have any kind of public transport running here. So I guess that's what we're going to do next. Interconnect the city, make sure we have enough lines running through here, then build the tracks out here, and then maybe have two kinds of trains running there. So we have, or maybe let's start with just one train line, which is the stopping one. So the outer tracks are not going to be used for now. We just use the inner ones, and these are stopping trains that stop at every station. So that's the plan for what's coming next. And let's jump forward and see how it all goes. All right, that took a while. So the city is now covered in lots of tram and bus lines. Just click here, you can see all the nice colorful lines running through the city. The thing that really surprises me, what an impact this had on traffic. We did not have this in Ulster at all. We put down lots of lines, but the traffic remained pretty much a disaster. Whilst this city has recovered very quickly. You can see, if you look here, I can't see a single road. Well, this one is a bit busy here. Yeah, here we have a bit of a jam, but nothing compared to Ulster. And public transport is very popular. If you look here, you can see that on this station there's a number of lines that come together, and they're all quite busy. So I'm really happy with that. So I think it's time that we're gonna build our S-Bahn now. So we're gonna create a 4-track layout, build a station here. And for the time being, I'm not going to touch this. It's just somewhere for the S-Bahn to go. And then we build some kind of a depot here so that we can get trains going. And then we have our first railway line coming in here. No connection to the other side of the map yet. That will come later. I think then the next step would be to deal with this town here, give it a name, set it up properly. I mean, this is some of these parts here, a bit of a mess. Railway station will be here outside, and again, a small transport hub. I mean, this is not a big city. And then I think we can finally make the connection to down here. And I'm not sure if we start off straight away with the train running all the way across, or if we let people change trains here. because this train line here, train line 1, is incredibly busy, always between 1,000 and 2,000 people waiting. If we come here, if we look here, yeah, 2,600 people waiting. I'm not sure if those trains would be capable of carrying any more. So I think that's what we're going to do next time. We're going to build a railway line here and then connect it here. And that line will then not stop here. It will go straight to the main station. So it's going to make use of the outer tracks. I think that's what we're going to do. So for the time being, new train station here with a small transport hub, nothing exciting. And then we're gonna connect that all up, have the first trains running, and then I think Warwick is sort of starting to get connected. Another thing we might want to think about next time is a proper street connection, you know, in the shape of a motorway running down across the map. I think that's another thing we should be doing. Okay, so I will now build this track system, like this railway system, and then once it's done, we put down some trains and see if people actually use it. Okay, so here we have our train station, fairly straightforward with a small transport hub. I think the city is just gonna have some bus lines, no tram lines planned as yet. Haven't done anything with this yet. This is going to be a separate episode, so no bus lines yet. So for that reason, this train station is rather empty. But we have our S-Bahn line right now, so we have our first S-Bahn trains running. So you can see here it crosses the river and then it feeds here into this S-Bahn system across the city. And that's basically all we have time for today. So obviously these videos are going to be a bit shorter because there's no time lapses and stuff, but I think it's a bit better for you and me. It's easier to make the video. And of course, you don't have to sit through a half-hour video to watch my progress. So what did we do today? Quick summary. We moved into this city. We redid a lot of the roads. So we now have a big sprawling bus and tram network. We created this new hub here, this hub and this railway station. We have an S-Bahn running across the city and we connected it to this town here, and again with a new railway station and a new transport hub. So the next episode we're gonna take care of this so that the two cities become better connected, and I think we might actually start creating the first railway line that will run all the way to the other side of the map, so that for the first time our big two cities, Warwick and Ulster, are gonna get connected. I think that's for the next time, and once the two cities become bigger and more populated, we might think about a separate high-speed railway link between the two cities. But for the time being, I think this will do nicely. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, all the best. Bye-bye.